Time travel, it's the concept of movement between certain points in time. Analogous to movement between various points in space by an object or person. It's a widely known concept that has been done in anime like Re:Zero, Steins Gate, Erased, and even China has gotten in on some of the action with Link Click. So with all this in mind, what if you were to take the concept of time travel and combine it with high school and panties? This is what happens. Yeah, this manga is pretty wild and wacky and does lots and lots of the servicing, so I would recommend you grab a glass of milk before we go any further because you're probably gonna need it. The story follows two people, Shiro and Takamine. Shiro is a loser. Because of course he is. He's unambitious, his grades are below average, and his self-esteem is almost non-existent. I mean, he compared himself to his own desk and felt inferior. What? Now on the flip side, Takamine is basically perfect. Because of course she is. She's your perfect model student. She's accomplished, she's popular, and she's even the student council president. Now this all sounds like basic Japanese high school stuff until... Whoa! Her nutsacks are huge boobies. He sees Takamine's boobies. This is all relevant to the story, I promise. Nothing really happens after this, so fast forward a little bit to class where everyone's like, holy shit, Takamine got 98 on a test? Excuse me, but could you have messed up the scoring? No. Is that so? Did she really just expose her bare ass to all of her fellow classmates? Yes, she did. Except none of this actually happened. Oh wait, yes it did. I don't really know what's going on anymore. So Shiro goes to confront her, but then he ends up being the one who is confronted, and then he spills water on her, and her bra disappears, and the titty, and... Yeah, it doesn't really matter, but what does matter is what we find out. So it turns out that Takamine has a secret to how she stays number one in everything she does. She has the hidden ability to turn back time by taking off her panties. Or to be exact, underwear, which doesn't make it sound any less stupid. Yeah, this summary is starting to take way too long, so to wrap it up, because he's seen her bare naked boobies before, his memories are no longer erased whenever she uses her ability. And then Takamine goes all sadist and ends up blackmailing him to become her closet or something, which basically means he's tasked with replacing her underwear where and whenever she uses her ability. Yeah. I'm gonna be right back. I just need to replenish the brain cells I just lost. This manga is kind of weird. Could you tell? Look, if you came in expecting them to use the time travel element for things of actual importance, such as saving someone's life, or preventing apocalypses, or stopping that fart from coming out right in front of your teacher so that the both of you wouldn't have to awkwardly sit in silence while trying your best to ignore what had just happened. Could it be me? No. You'll be disappointed because the main reason they go back in time is for stupid. Forget going back in time to win the lottery or save someone you love or whatever. What about going back in time to style on all these noobs? From flawless backstrokes to flawless chalkboard strokes to poetry with the wind. Roses are red and violets are blue.
Can you guys please stop talking about...
And then it follows up with Shiro having to pro-gamer her panties on without anyone noticing, which fills the air with this unshakable tension. I mean, at least that's what I think it's supposed to be doing, but do they really expect me to be here on the edge of my seat, seeing if this guy can successfully get her panties on without getting caught and branded as a pervert for the rest of his life? I don't even know why I bothered asking that question. Yes! Of course, the answer is yes. And you know what? Don't even bother asking any questions, because if you do come in with an actual running brain, then you're going to find yourself asking a lot of questions not worth answering. How does nobody see this? Why is his childhood friend flashing her titties in the public park? Why is he playing a game trying to figure out whether or not Takamine is wearing panties? These are all questions that I'm not going to answer because it doesn't fucking matter. This is just some goofy, degenerate shit, okay? I'm sure you know it, he knows it, I know it, but even if it is a bit stupid, it's like that good kind of stupid. This is just that mindless, entertaining junk food for me to consume and think, that's kind of dumb, and then carry on reading like 20 plus chapters. I don't need to think while reading this. It's not that deep, and I don't need answers for everything it does. In fact, the only thing I am questioning is the activity going on underneath my pants. Ow! Wow, what the hell? Why'd you... Ow! Listen, this is some SS plus god tier level art. The kind of stuff you frame on the wall, okay? I mean, just looking at it makes me wanna... Look at these spicy ass perspective angles. Look at these spicy ass characters. Woo! Please put me on, Takamine-san, am I right? Remember that glass of milk I told you to bring? Well, this is why. Vincent van Gogh can suck a dick. Michelangelo can suck a dick. The National Art Gallery can suck a dick. For this is true art. Yuichi Hiragi, you cultured motherfucker. I haven't seen girls this sexy ever since I discovered Aqua in 2016, 02 in 2018, and this Dojin 5 minutes ago. And the best part of it all is that all of this is definitely, undoubtedly, guaranteed SFW. Safe for when. Now listen, you guys are smart. At this point, you probably already have a good idea of exactly what kind of manga this is and who it's being marketed towards. This is just that trashy run-of-the-mill manga that lives and dies by its fan service and wacky situations, with its target audience being anyone horny enough to read through it. I mean, hell, I had a hard-ass time, pun not intended, trying to figure out how much I can show on YouTube because it's basically softcore hentai at this point. And there's even times where it references stuff often seen in hentai or doujins, things that would be easily recognizable to someone who's consumed that kind of media. So yeah, this is just hot, stinky garbage. Is what I would have said before reading further into it. Okay, don't get me wrong, the part about it being very horny, trashy entertainment still holds true, but that's only the half-truth, because despite how it starts off and how trashy it may seem, it slowly started revealing actual qualities like story and progression and development. And I soon realized that this wasn't just some wacky ecchi manga. In fact, it was far more reminiscent to a certain other genre I've seen many times before. The teasing genre. And for those of you that don't already know what this genre is, this is the genre that usually follows a smug-ass girl who teases her love interest through various means, from verbal abuse to stepping on them. And this has everything you'd expect from something coming out of this genre. You got the smug faces, you got the teasing. She probably stepped on him at some point in the manga, but I can't find the image right now. But most importantly, like with most teasing anime and manga, this was wholesome. Like, really fucking wholesome. Holy shit, my heart. Honestly, I didn't know what to expect when I first found this manga, but it quickly went from being intrigued by the absurdity of the first chapter to getting genuinely invested in the story and the characters' relationship. I was actually interested in watching these two gradually develop feelings for each other, to the point where they began unknowingly competing on how much one could do for the other, and it's just adorable as fuck. Just seeing seeing the both of them doing legitimately nice things for each other out of genuine concern was surprisingly enough to make me completely forget about the trashier parts of the manga. But the thing that surprised me even more was that there is actual character development. Remember Shiro, the guy who thinks himself lower than a desk in the social hierarchy? Well, by being in this weird relationship with Takamine, our main boy actually ends up improving himself. He becomes more active, takes on challenges, and even goes out and achieves things that he never thought he could before. And Takamine kind of goes through the same thing. She goes from this narcissistic dickhead who threatened his life's reputation over a pair of time-traveling panties to less of a narcissistic dickhead who does genuinely nice things to try to help him out. And I think that's real freaking sweet. Look, what kept me reading wasn't so much for the fan service or the absurd time traveling or the teasing, but was mainly for that one wholesome moment within each passing chapter, or that one step of progression towards their relationship. And despite not being the best or the most original thing I've ever come across, that didn't really matter to me, because when you combine the relationship progression with the wholesomeness and these flustered facial expressions that contain enough sweetness in them to turn the ocean's salt into sugar, it becomes this giant wildfire of sweetness that I just can't fucking get enough of. Of course, I do acknowledge the turnoffs like the trashy fan service elements and the snail-paced progression due to the reluctance of the characters to confess their feelings, combined with its episodic nature of, oh, this time we're in the shower together, or, woohoo, I'm your cat now, meow meow meow. But you know, besides that, I found myself indulging in a genuinely wholesome and heartwarming story. And until their relationship is finally clarified, I'll be continually anticipating that closure of seeing them getting together and being happy and seeing them get together however long it may take. But in conclusion though, this is nothing special. I just thought it's really fucking adorable and wholesome, and the art is really nice, and I liked it a lot, so I wanted to talk about it. But if I were to recommend this to you, if you're looking for something sweet combined with a bit of some of that spice, please put them on Takamine-san, maybe for you. It's about the trashy yet heartwarming relationship between a girl and her closet, which sounds pretty stupid because, yes, it is. But it's the wholesome kind of stupid.